Hi, and welcome to another Integrative Wisdom Tuesday. Integrative Wisdom, Integrative Wisdom. I'm Verna, and I'm here today to talk a little bit about an assessment and what are the important features of putting together a plan for yourself that includes the whole shebang, the whole picture. You might have heard it talked about as a holistic perspective. So I would start by asking you to think about something that's going on in your life right now and that's giving you angst, or that's causing you to not sleep, or that's causing you to stress or worry. And then would you put that in a category of, is it physical? Is it emotional? Is it spiritual? Um, what are the underlying components of what's happening for you right now, if anything, or if someone you love and care about? And you would then start to see how maybe they're not as separate as you thought. So if you're having a physical challenge right now, maybe you're questioning your faith or your tradition. Am I praying hard enough? If I'm praying to the wrong people, what should I be doing? Who am I looking towards for my solace? If it's emotional, it could be coming out, and as we've said many times, your immune system could be compromised. You could be feeling extremely tired. You could be overeating, which can cause issues and things of that nature. So even the emotional aspect can play out in the physical well-being of the self. And then, a lot of people right now are really thinking along the lines of, well, where is God right now in all of this? All of the people that are suffering and all of the changes that are taking place, and the unease and the unrest. And so even one's most heartfelt beliefs can be challenged at a time like this. And so given all of these, body, mind, spirit, um, it's a helpful place to start there. But then I think one of the places that Integrative Wisdom is a little bit different is we also say you need to look at who you are as an individual. And so it's not a one size fits all treatment, you might say, not a one size fits all protocol. And so when you're looking out there for a modality to help you through, you want to make sure that you know a little bit about you and how you see the world, because it's not going to work if you see the world through a blue lens and the treatment is a red lens. This is very esoteric, doesn't make any sense, right? But if you're very practical, your personality is very practical, you're going to wonder why someone's asking you to go, let's say, walk a labyrinth. What are you going to do there? So it's important to kind of get a feel for who you are and to see how open you are to these other ideas. And once you have that, then you can kind of decide what tools you want to use to assist and help you with whatever it is that might be going on for you. The worst case scenario is that you do nothing. You do nothing. You pretend like there's nothing wrong. You pretend like you can buck up and get through your day, and maybe you do just fine. And yet the possibility is that you are going to have a wake-up call at some point. There's going to be something that gets your attention, and that's the soul part from Integrative Wisdom perspective. It's not okay to just get by. It's not okay to just cope. It's important to do more than that. It's important to do more than that. So I hope that with this very vague Integrative Wisdom moment, that you might start to mull it over and think about it. Where are these places that I'm feeling stuck? What is it that I'm ignoring, avoiding, um, or obsessing? Again, it can be either side of the coin. It could even be or and. I'm obsessing one moment, or I'm ignoring it the next. I'm obsessing and ignoring. How can I do that? I don't know, because this moment I did this obsessing part, and then I went to bed and I pretended like everything was okay. So it can be and. I'm doing everything except taking steps to make it better. Taking steps to make it better. So that's where I would start. I would start by doing that assessment, finding out, okay, what's coming out for me? Where are my little stuck places? Am I having a lot of physical issues? Am I having a lot of emotional distress? Am I feeling it down to my spiritual toes? And then from there, okay, so how do I see the world? What is it that I usually think when things are happening this way? Do I turn to one school of thought more than another? Do I know what my type is on the Enneagram? Do I know what motivates me in my world? Because once you know those things, then you can build the best treatment plan for yourself. Because it is a treatment plan, even if it's not like, oh well, you have this X, Y, and Z disease. Oh, we need a treatment plan. No, living your best life. Treatment plan's pretty good. How am I going to treat my life? What's going to be my treatment plan in living this world in the best way possible for me? For me, and not what anybody else says. So that's the integrative wisdom moment for today. And if you have any questions, as always, give me a buzz, send me a message, and I would love to share what thoughts I have about how you might proceed and go forward. All right, everybody, take care.